Sorry, I can't resist. Petty Applause is a series that was recently uploaded to YouTube and like full for binge watching. All 10 episodes are up, and it is created by Eric Striffler, who you may know from the YouTube channel Pretty Much It, or Eric Striffler. That's also a YouTube channel that he has. So yeah, there's that, and there's so much more views than it actually has. And yeah, let's just jump straight into why. So Petty Applause has a very simple yet effective setup. It is about an improv show called Petty Applause, and it's about the cast and crew during the show and after, before, taking breaks, and it's it works surprisingly well. So you've got the scripted moments from like pre-filmed, and then you've got the unscripted show where they're out performing live, and they just have a camera in the audience. And this sounds really like weird, but it's one of the best implementations I've seen of something like this. But where Petty Applause really works is the cast, the dynamics between, the chemistry between the group is amazing, and this really comes across, especially when you get guests in the show, which is one of the main negatives I have. Like, when they have a guest in the show, there is a bit of, it doesn't have the same flow as the other episodes, because the main cast has the proper chemistry that keeps the whole show running. Eric, Paul, and the other guy, I can't remember because I actually really like this guy, but I can't remember his name, and it's really devastating. And my phone's at the opposite end of my room, so I can't be bothered grabbing it, and I have to switch on my laptop, so sorry. But this is where it works, because improv is very difficult to do, and this comes from someone who's actually tried doing it here and there, and it's not easy. It really isn't. And to have a show based around it with like no chemistry would not work, and it's really great to see all this work, they all come together. And I love the comedy of these improv scenes. They are brilliant. Now, as they are improv, they will drop in varying quality. There will be some that are not very funny, then there's the others that have you in tears. And yeah, that's one of the things, one of the negatives I have with the show as well. But then again, it's not really something they can control, and from what I grasp of how they do it, I think they pick the best improv they have and put it in, because they do seem to have other improv scenes like available to watch, and that's what I'm guessing they do. And that's a brilliant idea. That's like the best way to go about it. So there's really nothing else they can do. It's just how it is. And the thing I really like about this show though is how absurd it is. And I'm not talking about the improv. The improv just goes crazy because you've got audience participation, and the audience basically rules the improv scenes. But where this becomes even better is just how ridiculous the setups they have actually are. They don't just have like, okay, so this is happening backstage, right, okay, back to the show. The things that are happening backstage actually have an impact on the show, and it's fantastic. And it's not like simple things like, oh, someone's a bit upset, maybe they had a breakup or something like that, something that you would expect them to do. They really don't do that. No, they have evil twins, people with like crazy stalkers, all that sort of stuff. It's absolutely insane, but the way they managed to implement it into the show is fantastic. It's very funny. And it makes it really rewarding when you're sitting through the episode, you're seeing them both unfold, you're seeing the show go down, you're just saying, okay, that was quite funny, and then you're seeing the backstage stuff, and you're like, okay, okay. And then by the time they both come to clash, and then the show becomes in jeopardy, and everything's like just, it becomes a mess, but a good mess, if that makes sense. Like, it's purposely meant to be a mess. However, this sometimes can have an impact, I think. One of the episodes that I specifically remember was they had a member in the audience, this was the Crazy Stalker episode, and they had someone who was laughing at every joke, but she had a really annoying laugh, and that was part of the joke that they were going for. But this was during an improv scene that I enjoyed. I was enjoying it, and I think the fact is, you heard that laugh, and the laugh kind of, it became less of a joke and more just really irritating, to the point in which you kind of just wanted that improv scene to just end and resolve that issue. And I think that was kind of what they were going for, but at the same time, I don't think it worked.
How you holding up?
Phil, it's all in your head how you hold up. You know what I mean? You gotta think happy thoughts and then
Like that. I always thought of myself as a survivor.
Chad, you are. We both are. We both wouldn't be here if we weren't.
Yes. And my name is Chad. That's the coolest sounding Polish Jewish name I've ever heard.
That's really it, and to be fair, this is Pity Applause's first season, so they will have issues. It won't be a perfect thing. It's very rare that a show has a perfect first season, and if it does, there's usually time to worry. I think this is very natural, and I think this is perfectly fine. They also introduced some new characters towards the end, which I won't spoil any more than that. But I will admit, I was a bit worried at first because they weren't making me laugh as much, but as the episodes go on a bit more, they make me laugh, and they started to make me laugh. So I was happy with that. Maybe I was just a bit protective because the original group is so good and work together. When you add more in, it doesn't work, and especially with some of the ghosts. What? Oh, that actually makes sense. Never mind. Especially with some of the guests. Sometimes the guests work, sometimes they don't. And I think part of it's to do with the fact that I don't think sometimes the guests are that, like, good at the improv.
Hey, honey.
Hey,
Are you gonna eat that?
I wasn't planning on it.
I mean, it looks pretty good.
Did you make it? Was this a trick question, honey?
I mean, it's
Oh.
well, yeah. I was in a band, and
Right,
I
of course,
don't do
that's why I
that
fell in love
anymore.
with you.
I don't do that anymore.
I know.
And now I cook things, and I don't know. Do you want to try it?
First of all, don't hit me. Second of all, if you made it, I'll try it. Because I love it.
We really need to get a table, by the way. Like, I mean,
Floor
I
is
want
just fine.
It would look so much better on a table. I
Hey,
don't know.
Would you rather have a table
Anyway.
would you rather have a table or a roof over your head? Am I right? Some people have both.
I'm not sure how they managed to get the guests. Maybe they're actually improv actors, or maybe they're folk that they've known from, like, moving through acting or stuff like that. I can't say, but there is some in which they're very unprofessional. Not in the sense of, like, oh yeah, their acting's terrible, or like they don't go about it. There's no proper way to go around improv, but the thing is, they always seem to be laughing, and I don't know, it's just something that probably shouldn't happen with improv, and it's not as if, like, they're laughing at something that's legitimately funny like the original crew do. They do laugh. like it's natural in an improv scenario because you've got no idea what's going to come out of the other person's mouth, and you do see it, and it actually really adds to the humour when they're in a scene and then someone just bursts out laughing.
It's not receding! You're receding in intelligence! Well, I don't know what that means! Well, surprise, surprise! Dumb yourself down! You're not funny all the time!
Oh, naive.
And I saw you hanging out with black people the other night.
You better watch out! Because I got friends! And any color of them will kick your ass!
Yeah, sure. And terrorists blew up the Twin Towers.
That is just... I'm gonna hit you again!
Yeah, it's very funny, but it adds to the humour because you know like what's going on, and it's more contagious at that point. Whereas with quite a lot of the guests, especially one of the guests that I saw, pretty much burst out laughing at the very start, and it was just really irritating because it was just like him and this other person, and him and like one of the other crew members, and it was really irritating because it's like, why can't we have the original crew at this point? Because this person clearly isn't that good at improv, and what they added into the improv I didn't feel was that funny. So it's a fine balance, but then do have some really good guests, and yeah, I think the entire show is worth seeing as well. I feel like in it or normal, anything with improv, it would drop in quality. I personally think the first 2 episodes are fantastic. It then starts dropping slightly in in like quality, but by the end it picks up again. And this is just something that happens with improv, and it's something that they'll probably find a way to sort out whenever they have a chance. But it's also like common with comedies because not all comedies can keep the same level. You'll get better ones, you'll get lower ones. I'm willing to forgive it for that, especially considering it's first season. If I had to pick a favourite episode, but just for the sake of it, the second episode, titled Lou, is one of the best episodes in the season, without a doubt. In this, one of the guys' evil twins, he has an evil twin called Lou, and he takes over the show. He more just smuggles himself in, and it allows a lot more acting for this actor as he gets to move between these 2 characters, but also doing improv for these 2 characters, which is really complicated considering he's playing an actor playing another character, and it's a lot of fun, and it has some of the best improv scenes, including a bomb song, I'm not joking, and a marriage counselling session, which I think is possibly one of the funniest improv scenes in the series, just because of how like quickly it escalates, and that's one of the things I love about improv, and why I'm actually so glad that I finally got a chance to watch this show. I've been meaning to watch it for a while, and I'm really glad that they released all the episodes and I get to see it. So yeah, I'm going to give Pity Applause an 8 out of 10. The entire series is very good, really worth watching, and it's going to pick up. I feel like it's only going to get better from here. They've got more folks, so like they'll be able to keep the comedy moving along. They should be able to have more improv scenes and stuff like that. They should just be able to deal with the comedy a lot more, and as long as they keep the absurd situations up, that'll keep the show moving even further. So yeah, as always, remember to like and subscribe, and I feel like asking you a question. What is your favourite episode of Pity Applause? Have you seen it? What do you think about it? Favourite episode? Comment below. Alright, see ya.
Nice to see you, Jarvie.
Now, Jarvie, is that short for something, or is that just...
I wish it was. Yeah, you and me both. Speaking of short for something, let me tell you about his penis.
Now that's not the kind of talk that will get Jarvie here to open up to us.
That's true, and you know what? You've worked your magic for me in the past.
But in this situation, I would say he needs to do less opening and more closing before he leaves.
That's right.
Yes.
Oh, so this is about the secretary.
I'm sorry, what? Sekra whaty?
The secretary.
Sekra hooey?
The secretary that I fucked.
It's not important. It's not important.
Nope, it's nowhere near as important as the reason
He's
we are here.
He is just speaking in metaphors.